The sun was setting behind the horizon, casting a golden hue over the small town where Mia lived. Each evening, she would sit on her porch, watching the world around her settle into the calmness of dusk. But tonight, her mind was far from serene. Mia was grappling with her insecurities, examining the choices she had made that had brought her to this point in her life. "Why can't I just be brave?" she thought to herself, reflecting on the past few months. They had been a mix of missed opportunities and small triumphs, but mainly, they had been turbulent. At 25 years old, she felt the weight of the world pressing down upon her, yearning for growth yet caught in a loop of self-doubt. Mia had always been the person who blended into the background, rarely raising her voice or taking the spotlight. But something shifted within her the moment she caught sight of her neighbor, Anna, holding her hand up as she bandaged a fresh wound. "What happened to your hand?" Mia had asked, trying to mask her curiosity with concern. "I cut myself," Anna replied casually, her voice steady. "On accident." Mia was intrigued. How could someone explain pain so simply? The way Anna spoke, one could almost believe it didn't bother her. Over the next few days, the image of Anna's injured hand lingered in Mia's mind, leaving her restless. There was a certain strength in Anna's demeanor despite her injury, a strength Mia wished to embody. As days passed, Mia often looked for opportunities to engage with Anna, who seemed to radiate confidence. Mia was drawn to Anna's presence, not only because of the pain she had witnessed, but also due to the kindness she consistently offered to those around her. With foolish courage, Mia decided she would learn from Anna, hoping to absorb some of that inner strength. One afternoon, Mia gathered her courage and approached Anna as she sat in her garden, pruning the vibrant flowers. "Can I help you with anything?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Anna stopped what she was doing and looked up, a smile breaking across her face. "Of course. I could always use another pair of hands. Come help me with these roses." As they worked side by side, Mia learned more than just gardening. She discovered Anna's story. Anna had once lived in a bustling city where she had pursued a career in fashion, a dream she had traced since childhood. Yet, one day, after countless late nights and relentless pressure, she chose a different path. Her heart was not in the ruthless world of fashion, so she left it all behind to start afresh in the small town, where she found solace and a renewed sense of purpose in gardening and building community. Mia's admiration for Anna grew with every shared story. But what if you never succeeded? What if you regret your decision? Mia found herself asking one day. Regret is part of life, isn't it? We all make choices that lead us in one direction or another. What matters is whether you embrace those choices, learn from them, and turn them into wisdom, Anna said, her face illuminated by the soft glow of the setting sun. The words lingered in Mia's thoughts, echoing every time she faced uncertainty. She began to experiment, putting herself out there in ways she never thought possible. Asking for a raise at work, attending social events alone, even trying her hand at painting. Each small risk felt like pulling off a layer of her old self, revealing the potential buried underneath. It was during one of these painting nights that the inevitable failure came along. While Mia was mixing colors for her canvas, she accidentally spilled the paint all over the floor. As it splattered, blues and reds intermingling in a chaotic mess, her heart sank. In an instant, she felt like a complete fool. But then, she remembered Anna's words, "What matters is whether you embrace those choices." Instead of recoiling in embarrassment, Mia decided to view it as an opportunity for creativity. She added more colors to the mix, letting the paint bleed into a semblance of abstract art. When she stepped back to observe her creation, she realized it captured the essence of her journey, the beautiful amalgamation of chaotic moments leading to unexpected outcomes. In the weeks that followed, Mia continued to take risks, albeit with reservations. She started a blog about her experiences, sharing her journey of self-discovery, and found that her words resonated with others who shared similar struggles. Each comment brought her a spark of joy, illuminating the purpose behind her efforts. However, as winter approached, the chill seeped into Mia's heart. Doubts started creeping back in, murky thoughts tainting her newfound confidence. Am I really cut out for this? She questioned herself one evening, feeling overwhelmed by the weight of her aspirations. That's when she decided to pay Anna a visit, seeking reassurance. As Mia entered the warm embrace of Anna's home, She felt comforted by the familiar sense of spices mingling in the air. It was a sanctuary. "Hey Mia, what's bothering you?" Anna asked, noticing her somber expression. "I'm scared, Anna. What if all of this leads to nothing? What if I mess things up?" Mia's voice quivered as she expressed her fears. Anna took a moment to consider before responding. "You know, mistakes are often our greatest teachers. They are just as important as successes. Life is not linear. It's a series of twists and turns. Remember that cut on my hand? I saw it as an accident, but it also made me realize how fragile life can be. It taught me to be careful, but also to embrace spontaneity. Growth doesn't come from a comfort zone, but from stepping out of it, even if it means getting hurt sometimes." At that moment, Mia began to understand. It was a realization that a fear of failure should not hinder her pursuit of growth. The wounds of life were inevitable, but they would teach resilience, compassion, and creativity. Mia left Anna's home with a renewed sense of determination and clarity. Days turned into weeks as she continued to share her heart through her blog, finding meaning not only in the written word but also in the connections she fostered with her readers. Her story was becoming a tapestry woven with threads of candid truth, laden with the beauty of both joy and sorrow. As the first snowflakes began to dance from the sky, wrapping the world in a blanket of white, Mia stood by her window, admiring the stillness outside. She couldn't help but smile as she reflected on how far she had come. The shadows of self-doubt lingered, but they had less power over her now. She had embraced the complexity of her journey, recognizing that it was okay to be vulnerable and imperfect. In her heart, she knew that the true essence of growth lay not in seeking perfection, but in allowing oneself to be open to the unfolding of life's narrative. It was in the moments of fear and courage that wisdom is born. And so, with each brushstroke of paint, every hesitant but brave leap, Mia grew into the person she longed to be. In the quiet of the night, she composed a letter to her future self, reminding her to embrace the wounds, to cherish the imperfections, and to stay true to the journey. The conclusion of her story is simple yet profound. Growth emerges not from a fear of falling, but from the courage to rise after every stumble. In each experience, whether joyful or painful, there lies the beauty of evolution. So, as you embark on your own journey, remember that it's the choices you make, the lessons you embrace, and the moments of vulnerability that shape you into the magnificent person you are destined to become.